You know, honestly, my entire YouTube channel is really just an excuse for me to go back and watch like every 2000s rom-com. I know I've been diving into stuff like How to Train Your Dragon and Despicable Me lately, but every so often I like to go back to my roots. You know, the classics. And so I figured it was about time for John Tucker Must Die, the 2006 classic teen rom-com that no one ever talks about anymore. I distinctly remember seeing trailers for this movie, but I don't think I've actually watched it before. Although 2006 is the year I graduated high school, so either way, I'm ready. Come along, kids, let's take a walk and check out John Tucker Must Die. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is an app and browser extension that lets you change your IP address to be pretty much anywhere in the world you want. Now, what this means for you is it protects you from websites and other users trying to snoop on what you're doing and from where. Maybe your country has some like weird, strict content censoring laws, or you just don't want people to potentially hack your accounts. Well, Surfshark VPN can help you with all of that, but it also has a lot of very practical day-to-day uses, like allowing you to watch the Netflix libraries from almost any country. Fun fact, Slovakia has by far the highest number of movies and TV shows you can watch, with over 7,400 titles compared to 5,800 in the US. And all you gotta do is just install Surfshark VPN and tell it to put your IP address in Slovakia, and there you go, you have access to an extra 1,600 titles. Or Japan and Taiwan have the biggest anime libraries on Netflix, so using Surfshark VPN, you can have access to all of that. Or in the reverse, if you're traveling away from your country, you wanna stay up to date on a certain show you're watching or whatever, you can use Surfshark VPN to put your IP address in your home country, and then wham bam bam bam, there you go. It's quick and easy to sign up and install, and only costs $2.49 per month with a 2-year subscription. And so it barely costs you anything, really, and gives you access to all of this. And get this, you can use a single subscription on an unlimited number of devices. So let's say you and 4 other family members, y'all want to pitch in on one subscription. That means you get all of this for 50 cents a month. So click my link down below. You're gonna get 4 extra months added to your subscription. So click my link and sign up today. Okay, back to the show. So the movie starts out with our main character, Kate, who in a shocking, subversive plot twist has been living a very quirky, relatable life up to this point.
I was in 7th grade when I realized I was invisible. It's not that I didn't try. I mean, I was always a real
loser. L-O-S-E-R. Loser.
Of course, when it came to love.
Pass it on.
Yeah, that sucked.
Oh, come on, Kate, it can't be that bad. I mean, I never had a girlfriend all through high school, and look at how good I am at making sock puppets now. But not only does she feel invisible because of herself, but there's also another pretty big reason.
There was another thing working against me. Hi.
Hey, I'm Justin. I live just next door, and my mom sent me over with these brownies or something.
You know, this is like the exact kind of guy that girls will stay up all night crying about how, like, he doesn't text them back. Like, relax, it's fine. You gotta give him like a day or two, okay? He's still trying to sound out all those big words you sent him.
Holy jammo.
That other thing is my mom.
Hi, I'm Lori.
I made these for you. Be careful, you're hot. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I have a crazy fever right now from all the measles I keep contracting. So, Kate's mom, who apparently had her when she was like 12 or something, has basically been serial dating every douchey guy she can. And when they inevitably leave her, she freaks out, eats an entire tub of cake frosting, packs up all their stuff, and moves to a new town. Just like me. And so this brings Kate to her latest new school, which is where this movie takes place.
There's me. It wasn't easy, but in just a few short months, I went from sort of unknown to...
You a narc?
Oh, hey, don't worry about it, Kate. I mean, when I was in high school, my nickname was, ah, crap, he's back again.
But enough about me. The story isn't even about me. It's about him, John Tucker. Captain of the basketball team, his family's loaded, and he looks somewhere between an Abercrombie model and a Greek god.
Uh-huh, Greek god, you say. All right, so... tiny wiener. So John Tucker is the mostest, popularist, hottest dudest in school, with his chin like a forklift and his attainably realistic muscle build and his hair that looks like Mega Man's helmet for some reason. Every girl in school wants to date him and every guy wants to be him. However, this is when Kate kind of sort of accidentally discovers John's big secret when she starts working her job at the local like Holiday Inn lobby restaurant. What is this place?
What was I thinking? Of course a guy like that already has a girlfriend. That's Carrie Schaefer, runs a school TV station. Not to mention the Honor Society, Junior Achievers. Whoa, scratch that. He's got 2 girlfriends.
What's that? The hottest guy in school is kind of a jerk? You don't say.
2 green salads, dressing on the side. Salmon for her, lobster for me.
Wait, I'm sorry, but why does he say it like that? Yeah, lobster for me. Just trying to catch some listeria, you know what I mean? But this isn't even the worst of it, believe you me.
Never been here before, babe, so I hope they have good vegetarian.
Okay, stop it already. 3 girlfriends?
Okay, John, I was on the fence for a second, but 3 girlfriends? Absolute legend. Anyway, so his whole shtick is that he tells these girls that they're his girlfriend, but he's not supposed to date during basketball season, so they have to keep it a secret, which is how he dates all these girls at the same time without anyone finding out. That is, until one day when things kind of sort of change forever.
But even he couldn't anticipate the events of Black Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, Coach Claypool! Are you all right?
How was he to know Coach Claypool had a cute angina?
She has a cute what? And so with the gym teacher out getting vagioplasty or whatever just happened, all the gym classes have been combined, which means 3 certain particular young ladies start talking to each other.
You weren't at the party last night. Where were you?
Well, it's totally on the DL. I mean, not fit to print. I'm dating John Tucker.
Yeah, so once one girl accidentally talks about John, suddenly all 3 of them are like, oh, wow.
He's mine! Stay away from him! What? Oh, girls, peace and love! Come on! No guys, we're fighting over here! Yeah, right! Fight about John Tucker's mine! What the hell is your problem? I am dating John Tucker.
And so the 3 girls and Kate get sent to detention because she was just like kind of there. You know how schools are when it's like bullying other kids is serious business. 2 days after school detention. And you, how dare you get bullied? 2-week suspension. Now Kate, being the kind of girl who layers up like 4 shirts at a time, it was 2006, you had to be there, okay? She arrives early to detention where she meets a certain special little someone.
Sorry, it's,
Cheap trick. I understand.
I'm Scott. You're from chemistry, right?
Yeah, I'm Kate.
Oh, we all know what happened last time this guy met a cute blonde girl. Run for your life, Kate, it's an ambush!
So, where is everybody? Detention?
You came early to detention?
Well, yes, Scott, when you put it like that, it sounds weird. So this is Scott, John Tucker's infinitely more pretentious and way better looking younger brother. Now, once the other girls come to detention, they start yapping it up, but that's when it really sinks in about what John Tucker's been doing this whole time.
He said that you were jealous because we share something special. Something that we didn't have to label
Because it's our unspoken bond, and I just love how secure you are.
And it hurts me to hear you question it because you're the
Only girl for me?
And Kate, of course, is listening to all this and just rolling her eyes harder than anyone ever has in history besides me, like every other day in middle school when my mom said I couldn't go to Hot Topic even though they have Dragon Ball Z shirts. So Kate finally decides to chime in.
It seems to me that if a guy treats you like that,
You'd break up with him, blah, 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 blah.
But John would have another girlfriend in a second.
No, I didn't say break up. I get even.
I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win. So that night, Kate's at home doing homework, like a nerd, and her mom comes in to like talk or whatever. Jeez, Mom, get out of my room!
Hey, honey. I'm in a hurry. I've got a big date tonight.
Drummer?
Doctor.
Uh-huh, sure you are. Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz?
You've got a friend at the door.
What?
Now, turns out all 3 girls just like invited themselves over to talk to Kate about the whole getting even thing that she was talking about earlier.
Normally I'm opposed to the slaughter of animals, but in John Tucker's case, I'll make an exception.
I don't even know him.
So? You don't know anyone.
Kate, if the 3 of us tried this alone, we would kill each other. You brought us here. You showed us that we have something in common.
Exactly. We all want to kill John Tucker.
Yeah, okay, that's cool, but like more importantly, the amount of low-rise jeans in this movie is very concerning. And so this sets off the part of the movie where they try all these tactics to get rid of John's popularity. First, they try to tell everyone that he has herpes.
Hey, isn't that you?
I do some part-time male modeling.
Yeah.
What? No, I don't have that.
And then they take this girl's mom's estrogen pills and sneak them into John's bulking protein powder. like, okay, so he dated all of you at the same time. Therefore, you decide to put him on hormone replacement. What the heck is this movie, man? And then, of course, you know, he starts acting like a girl.
No. I'm anxious and bloated. My nipples hurt.
We need you. Get up. Let's go.
No. I won't. It's always me. We need you, John. Let's go, John. John. You're always yelling at me.
Get it? Because girls are emotional? Hold on a second. Let me see that. Estrogen pills. Warning, side effects may include listening to the most horrifying true crime podcast and wondering why your anxiety is so bad. Flipping between, man, I look hot and why do I look like Jabba the Hutt every 4 to 6 hours. Call your doctor if you can't stop setting all your Sims on fire just to watch them burn. But the thing is, as much as they try to take down John Tucker, it all backfires because he becomes an ally for people with herpes, or like all these other girls think it's so sweet how in tune with his emotions he is.
What you did on the court last night was the most courageous thing I've ever seen any man do. This is my peer counseling hotline. Give it a call anytime you want to talk. I stay up late.
Ma'am, you are 38. What are you doing here right now? Real talk though, this movie has the most insane jawlines. Like, how do you find this many people who can cut diamonds with their chins? Anyway, so, like I said, all their plans just kind of keep backfiring.
Chocolate is the John Tucker of all snack food.
What, it's gotta get with every candy on the shelf?
Chocolate makes everything better. My mom says that it can even mend your broken heart.
I was thinking, instead of doing all this, we should have just broken his heart.
Yeah, hey, you know, maybe should have thought of that before freaking estrogen pills. So as you've probably guessed if you haven't seen this movie, with Kate being the new girl that John doesn't even know exists, they decide to turn her into the kind of girl that John could never resist, aka a totally normal, everyday cheerleader.
I did it! Cardiac attack! Sorry.
Sorry, I just want to give a quick shout out to this girl in the back here for really selling the urgency of this scene. So the problem is that Kate has never actually dated anyone. She probably spent all her time thinking about, like, what if the girl I liked was attacked by ninjas and I rescued her because I'm actually Tuxedo Mask, which is such a weird thing to fantasize about, am I right? Who would ever do that?
Oh my god, I'm totally not ready. I'm gonna blow this
You're gonna be fine.
Stop.
Okay, look, you'll be fine, okay? You just gotta remember to be cool and collected.
Be caring and passionate. Be proud and aggressive.
You've got to make him chase you, okay? If it's easy, he'll move on.
You know, this kind of thing only really works on douchey guys. Like, not even guys, but just like anyone. Like, if someone makes you have to play weird mind games or solve like point-and-click adventure puzzles just to date them, it is not worth your time, okay? Trust me. Also, if someone ever tells you like, you can't handle all this, get ready for the worst relationship of your entire life. Anyway, so this keeps going on for a huge chunk of the movie. Kate keeps putting on all these plans that she hatches up with the other girls about how to get John to like totally, definitely fall in love with her, all the while gathering a bunch of video and audio recording evidence they can use to like humiliate him or whatever.
Do it like this. John.
Hey, sweetie.
There's only one guy out there for me.
I just don't think that girl's you.
And you are not him. So gonna neuter him. Kate, do one.
John, there's only one guy out there for me, but you are not him.
And Kate, of course, puts on her best tank top layered with a boob tie thing. Remember when American Eagle was just wall-to-wall this exact outfit? This was like the hottest thing a girl could wear in 2006. You know, I see young people today like glorifying Y2K and 2000s fashion, and like, I'll tell you right now, okay, it was a hideous time to pine after girls who were counting the seconds until you walked away.
So, hydrogen and oxygen are getting a drink, and Gold walks in, and they go, "Hey you, get out of the bar."
Like, seriously though, what the heck even was this? But somehow, John just keeps falling for her no matter how much she plays hard to get or tricks him into wearing a thong in front of the whole school, which of course he spins in his favor anyway.
It's like letting your best friend sleep in a silk hammock. They're breezy. They don't bind. Yeah. And they give you just enough swing.
Okay, but like, why is this dude got a tramp stamp? Anyway, so in the middle of all this, Scott and Kate have been kind of talking here and there. They have chemistry together. Also, they have chemistry together. But as time goes on, Scott kind of starts catching on to what Kate's been doing this whole time.
Since when are Beth and Carrie friends with Heather? Those girls absolutely hate each other. And what are they doing talking to you? What happened to you? You were so different, and now you're like the rest of them. You fell for my brother.
No, I didn't.
You want to know why John fell for you? Thinks that you're the first honest relationship that he's been in.
And so after talking with her mom for a bit, Kate realizes that she's in too deep and things are getting a little too real now for both her and John. Because like now John's just so in love with her that he even gave her his watch.
See me now. I mean, none of this is really me. And now I don't even know who my real friends really are.
Look, I know my relationship stuff affects you. I made mistakes, but I would never plan to hurt somebody.
Yeah, except all those kids with whooping cough, you know? Screw them, am I right? But after telling the other girls that she's not gonna do this anymore, they're not so keen to call it quits just because Kate's having some feelings.
You're either obsessed with destroying him or obsessed with dating him. Either way, it's always all about him. I'm done with it.
Well, cheerleaders don't quit.
I'm not a real cheerleader. Whatever your plan is, count me out.
Well, don't worry about it, because you're fired.
And so the end of the movie is John's birthday party, which is portrayed very realistically. Remember when we all thought that high school parties would be like this? And then actually it's just like 20 people standing around being like, no, you jump in the pool. No, you jump in the pool. So eventually it's time to play a special little birthday video surprise thing that this girl cooked up, if you know what I mean.
Not exactly sure how it goes. Will you be my girlfriend?
John Tucker, there's only one guy out there for me. Oh, no. But you are not.
What's going on?
Looks like the schemer's been out-schemed. And so in the end, John realizes that his whole being a liar thing kind of sucks, and he deserves all the stuff that Kate and her friends have been putting him through this whole year, even though like no one else in the whole school really cares either way.
Hey, so big deal, she lied. We all lied. What? Like you've never lied before?
Look, they're right. All right, we all do it. I lie. I pretend I'm whatever I need to get girls.
And it works, dude.
Yeah, okay, Machine Gun Kelly from TEMU, no one asked. And so John vows to be totally honest from now on, and Kate and Scott decide to maybe give things a try since they both like obscure music or something. You know how high school is.
One sec. Hi.
Hey, so, chemistry does suck without you. What do you say? Lab partners?
I'm sorry, hold on. What is this velvet short sleeve blazer? Like, where would you even find this? But all the same, that's pretty much the end of the movie. Like, I know it's a really cliche thing to say, but like, they really don't make it like they used to. Not that this movie's amazing or anything, but like, we did get that movie Do Revenge a couple years ago, which is pretty similar and also I really enjoyed. But there was just something in the 2000s. They were just doing what they wanted, you know? Also, like, this era is pretty much the last time when like people didn't rely on cell phones so much, and instead they had to use like whatever the heck this is. In today's world, I feel like so many movie stories kind of fall apart because like everyone has a smartphone and you can just like text or call or look up any information you need. But all the same, just recently we've kind of started to get movies like this again, and I am here for it. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.